Do you know how far bass can see your lure in clear water? Do you know how far? Wow! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. October 15. We are standing this morning in one of our pecan orchards. You look behind me, you see just an incredible, beautiful, big bunch of pecan trees. I mean, just absolutely a lot. I don't know, there's a couple, 200 or 300 in this grove right here. I've never counted them. I don't really know how many pecan trees we have. We probably have close to, Lordy, I don't know. I guess we got close to 1,000 or so. I don't really know, but I know we've got a lot. And I did want to mention that hopefully we will begin taking pecan orders for Jimmy Houston pecans. Hopefully we'll be able to be taking those next Monday, October 18th. That's right. So it's just right around the corner. We've been working feverishly to try to peg down the prices for this year's pecans. It's been really a little bit more difficult than in years past, and it's just crazy. The shipping's crazy. Everything's crazy. You know what's going on in our country. Supply shortages. We're going to have pecans, though. We're going to have plenty of pecans. Don't worry about that. Getting them to you might be another thing. It's kind of difficult to get things shipped nowadays, but I believe we'll be able to handle all that and handle it really well. But October 18th, you can give us a call on our pecan phone. I think that's area code 580-618-7260, or just go to jimmyhouston.com, where you can buy Jimmy Houston solar bat, sunglasses, t-shirts, everything, Blaze Series rod and reels, Jimmy Houston rod and reels, Lucky Strike lures, all kinds of things on jimmyhouston.com. You'll be able to also go in there and order those pecans. We should have a full layout. We don't have it on there yet. We got it ready, but we don't have it on there, but it'll be on there, a full layout, and you can kind of pick out which pecans that you want. Most everybody gets what they call the farm shell, which is a 5-pound bag of pecans, and it's run through a cracking machine, so you can go in and pick out the meat real easily, and that's the far and away the most popular item. Just pecan halves are very popular also. By the way, our newsletter is just right around the corner also. The first newsletter will drop November 1st. That's our plans. We're going to have an email newsletter, Jimmy Houston Outdoors email newsletter, and that will give you where we're going to be in appearances, where I'll be as I travel around the country speaking at churches and appearing at Bass Pro stores, Cabela's stores, other type stores that we could appear at. You know, we have a lot of appearances throughout the year. I used to do about 130. I only do about 70 or 80 or 90 right now, to try to keep it under 100 personal appearances, but it'll kind of tell you that. We'll have a discount code on there where you'll be able to get discounts on Jimmy Houston merchandise, and it'll give you all kinds of information. Also, we're allowing our sponsors to participate in that newsletter by, if they've got some special or something that they want to do, a sale or something going on. I don't know, we might be able to get Shell to put a sale on somewhere, that if you go in and to some of the places around the country, maybe in an O'Reilly store, and get you a discount on some Pennzoil or Quaker State or Shell Rotel or something like that. I don't know what all it's going to be, but it'll be interesting to get that newsletter absolutely free. It's not going to cost you a penny for that newsletter. Go in there and sign up for that, and that's all you got to do. jimmyhouston.com. You can sign up for that newsletter. Okay, we're back to October 15. We're looking at Isaiah 13:11, catch of the day. The Lord says, Isaiah was a prophet of the Lord, and this is the message he got from the Lord. The Lord says, I will punish the world for its evil and wicked people for their sins. I'll punish the world for its evil and wicked people for their sins. Fall fishing is fantastic pretty much all over the country. As water cools down, shad move into the creeks, and bass and crappie get really active on the points, and of course they follow those shads back into those creeks. It's also a time of great change in the weather. Severe weather a lot of times, like tornadoes and hurricanes, lightning, fires, flood, and drought. You know, we've had drought here in southern Oklahoma while they've had flooding in Alabama. It's crazy. The 2004 hurricane season was one of the worst ever for America, and we've had some really bad hurricanes. Let me ask you, can I ask you, is God trying to tell us something? Is God trying to tell us something? Is what's happening all around us a warning that this country needs to come back to God? I'm not talking about global warming. Not talking about global warming at all. I kind of think, actually, man thinks that they can control the weather. I think it's a little naive of them. The man controls the weather. If so, if God's trying to tell America that we need to come back to God, if so, it doesn't appear that we're paying too much attention to those warnings. Did you know that most people didn't listen to what God was telling them through Isaiah either? Most of them didn't pay any attention to what he was saying. But everything that God warned them about happened. It all came true. God is true to his word. America, God bless America. America must change in order to continue to exist. In order to continue to exist. God's chosen people, his chosen race, the Israelites, the people of Israel. And yet he put the people of Israel in bondage, one time for 70 years, another time for over 400 years. You know, our country's been around almost 250 years. That'd be right? 76, I guess over 250 years. Our country's been around a long, long time. Not quite 250, all right. Y'all ciphering up on me now. 24 and 21. 247, is that right? 247? But anyway, we've been around for a long time. But think about the children of Israel was in bondage. That means they were slaves for over 400 years. Why? Quite simply, they did not obey God. Are we obeying God here in America? Some of us are sure trying to. But a lot of people are not. A lot of people are shaking their fist at God. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, that's a dangerous thing to do. Here's our tip for today. Bass in clear water rely more on sight than they do sound, and they can see lures more than 30 feet away. That's right. That's right. They can see your lure more than 30 feet away in clear water. I don't know exactly how far. You know, I asked that question, how far can they see it? I don't know. But I know they can see them 30 feet. Our tanks at the University of Oklahoma were 30 foot long, and we could put a bass in there that was trained to hit a colored disc, say a red one or a blue one or a green one, and he could spot and identify that disc at 30 feet all the way to the end and go right to it and hit it. And we trained them so if they hit the disc, we fed them. If they didn't hit the disc, they didn't find it, we shocked them. So they were trained bass, trained to hit one color. We could turn them loose in there, they would go right immediately to that disc that they need. So they could see and pick out that color 30 feet away. Might be able to say it 35 or 40, I don't really know. But, you know, they can see and identify your lure a long way out there. So just think about that the next time you're fishing a clear water lake. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. Jimmy Houston pecans are the best tasting pecans you'll ever eat. And remember, they're filled with love, and I sure do love you.